Tiff, we are back with another Tiff Talks. And we have got the main subject to talk about is Goodwood, the Festival of Speed, which you didn't even go to.
I was there for the ball, the best bits.
Yeah,
I was there.
Exactly, pick and choose the best bits. And people like me had to get 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 at night, getting all this stuff that we'll go through now. But before we do, just want to talk to you about our YouTube channel, because it's doing rather well, I think. And
I know.
we're having a bit of fun as well.
Look, the sun's out. This is the first ever rain since Goodwood, I think. We got a shower.
Since Goodwood, this is the first rain we've had for months.
I'm delighted. The thing is, we seem to get more views than schmees and things, but we haven't got as many subscribers. How does that? How come he's got millions of subscribers but less views?
Well, it's funny how the algorithms work. And YouTube, they've changed all the algorithms around, so they're really trying to help up-and-coming channels like us. So that's good news for us. Not so good for the other guys, but they don't do too badly. Don't you worry about that. But our YouTube has done rather well. GT2 RS versus Aventador RS did very well. And it was, you are either in, I found this with YouTube on the comments, you're either in can pay or can be. You're either blue or red, City or United. And it was very much a case of you either love Porsche or Lamborghini and nothing in between. Moving on to you, Tiff. Now you've nearly got my record. My record is 1.1 million views on the Vulcan.
Don't remind me.
car.
I've been watching my Tesla GT.
Behind. You're not.
It's up to 905. How did it take for yours to get to 1 million?
That's irrelevant, Tiff. We're not going there.
Oh, it's about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, it was around Christmas time, I think. But I love that Tesla race car video. I thought you did a rather good job, actually.
Well, I quite like the way it explains the whole electric racing lineup. That's what I wanted to get over.
I really like that video. And then Hot Hatch Shootout.
Oh.
What a brilliant... This reminds me of the rain, actually. They was absolutely poured down. But part 2, I have to say, without being biased, I think it's one of the funniest, best entertaining videos ever. It's, for me, it was so much fun because going sideways in a car with you was just brilliant fun, and especially when you're trying to get the Audi. We won't give away too much because you need to watch that video if you haven't already, but trying to get that RS sideways was a lot of fun.
Of course, we still get stick because, the cars weren't quite matched. People don't realise we can't, we're not big enough yet to sort of get exactly the right car to match. We had the estate car Golf that we get criticised for, and maybe we should have the S3 Audi, but it's not that easy to get cars all together in one place at one time.
No, it really isn't, and you're right, because we're not big enough yet to call in favours with the manufacturers.
We will have all the perfect cars in the future.
But for sure, there's no question we should have had the S3, not the RS3, but like Tiff said, we can't do that. And the estate was interesting, but the good news is we got a Golf R hatchback coming from one of our viewers, actually, and we're going to put that up against a Honda Civic Type R, so because they're the two cars that people have been asking a lot for. So all in all, pretty good, and there's some really good stuff to come on that. So without further ado, Goodwood, and the main sculpture this year was
Porsche.
Yeah, 70 years of Porsche.
I sometimes think they should lower those down. They're obsessed with having so high up, but I saw the Porsche one, and I think they could drop 100 feet off how high that thing is, so you can see them a bit better.
You could see this from miles around. You could see this from Chichester. It was really good. And at the base, Harry Metcalf posted a picture on Instagram showing the base was about that big of the whole structure, holding it all up.
Oh, it's an amazing design. Every year it's our stuff. I was going to say Lord March, the Duke of Richmond and Gordon, as he is now, of course, just does these amazing designs, or has the designs done, commissions them.
Really good. Now, I don't know the order, Tiff, but the order, what I've just seen is, I think, one of the stars of the show, no question, the Brabham race car.
Wonderful. Just a proper,
watch where you're going.
Good old-fashioned, rorty GT car. Can't wait to drive it. I know he invited me to drive it on its first run, and I couldn't because I had my son's graduation at university and I was committed. But yeah, I can't wait to drive that.
Well, Portimao, they're going to be doing some test drives, and for sure you are on the list, so I can't wait for that as well. That's going to be a really exciting video. Oh, another 70 years of Land Rover. You're a Landy, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You're a Landy lover?
No, all the journalists get overwhelmingly lovey with Landys.
Do you know who that is driving?
No.
It's me! I drove the SVR up the hill and it was really funny.
Oh, and they're fabulous cars.
I
they're brilliant machines.
I
just think people get on and on about them too much. Yes, they are fantastic. Yes, they are the top of the class, but there's a lot of other options that cost less money. And
well, there were 70 Land Rovers going up the hill for the 70th anniversary.
Impressive.
Now you get this, I'm in the SVR thinking, yes, driving up the hill in a SVR, loads of noise, loads of power, but of course the cars at the front are like the first ever Land Rovers ever made, so they're pootling along, driving up the hill. So I had to go back 200 feet, let the car
You
sort
can't
of...
drive fast, Paul. Don't you?
I know,
Just stop the drill. It's no good. It's not you, all right? You're not a fast driver. It's just
Well,
not you.
there's a tenuous link there for I will come on to this at another time, but you just wait for that, Tiff, because I've been invited by somebody,
Yeah.
Lotus, to go and improve on my driving. So they reckon I can beat you.
Oh, he's good for a laugh. He's definitely good for a laugh.
I laughed at them on the phone as well when they said that. So, but that'd be quite interesting. But fast cars, the Neo EP9, absolutely Tiff, I am in love. I'm in love with this brand. I'm in love with everything they do. Whatever they do, they smash it. They were the second fastest car over the whole.
Yeah, what did they smash? So what did they smash? They spent millions and millions of pounds on a four-wheel drive electric prototype, a one-off. Which, yes, it's
not
fast.
a one-off. They made 10 of them, or they're making 10.
They're making 10 of them.
Okay.
So, yes, if you throw millions of pounds at an electric car, yes, it's going to be fast. Well, what's the surprise? Do you think it would be slow or what?
But anyone can make a fast car, okay? But it's not just about being fast in a straight line. It's about being fast around a corner
That's
as well.
easy. Well,
It does that. It does that as well.
Well,
And it's
so
a
would
road car.
petrol engine. It's not really a road
Okay,
car.
well, I need to get you, and we spoke to the Neo guy as well, in that car.
Okay.
And I need to convince you and show
Do
you
a proper road test.
the Pista, yeah, great. This is the track focus Pista.
Why
but-
bother? Why bother? Another 40 horsepower, another 4 seconds a lap faster, but you can't enjoy that on the road. What's the point?
Well, okay, but Ferrari, very kindly, so we try very hard with manufacturers to get cars, as we said earlier on in this video, but Ferrari very, very kindly said, if you have Tiff Needell and you want to go to a racetrack, we will give you a Ferrari, probably a 488.
Oh, I love Ferrari. I love the Pista. I love everything. I love it. I'm a vlogger now. I love it. I'm an influencer. I love Ferraris. I love all Ferraris. I love the Pista.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's not going to be the Pista. I would be very doubtful of that, but it will be a very nice 488.
I do love the Ferraris.
I love Ferrari.
For me, the best is quite often the basic entry-level model.
And Sergio Marchionne, that was sad.
Yeah.
Because he really
Same
helped.
age as me.
Was
That's
he?
frightening.
Oh
A
my
shoulder
goodness.
operation. Just a shoulder
Wow.
operation.
Really sad. Apollo IE, first time at Goodwood. Apollo, what they've done with this thing, they instead of spending lots of money to go to places like Geneva or Top Marks, they've actually just driven it
missed
around.
this one, then.
Yeah, it's a funky car. It's a proper engine. It sounds absolutely epic. So it's a proper engine. The design's
Track day car only or a road car?
No, it's a road car. It's not a road. So that's
With
quite
a wing
interesting.
like that, you're having a laugh. You just look stupid going shopping with that wing on the back.
Tiff, I thought you said you didn't go to Goodwood. I got a picture of you here.
Jetman.
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 So
He came on the end of the board in the dark, all lit up.
Well, they
Very
said it's a new
impressive.
thing, but I remember this. This is how old I am. I
I know,
remember
it's been
this.
around for
1984 Olympics in LA. Can you remember that?
Yeah.
They came into the stadium.
And he
with the
couldn't
jetpack.
go far, could he?
And Michael Jackson did it.
But he couldn't move far. He just sort of went
he
up
was
and
going.
down.
He was going up and down the hill, but only at the bottom.
It's not the future of public transport, let's be honest.
I don't think so. I shan't be investing in a jetpack anytime soon. McLaren, we like McLaren. McLaren 600 LT. I like this car a lot. That's
Just
not the most
another
flattering
one. I'm
picture.
too confused. They've got too many models. Why do they keep having so many models? I love them as well, but why do we need so many different... It's all sales stuff.
Well, I guess somebody up there much cleverer than
So
you
what's
and I.
special about... Is this the latest, the 650T? Is this
Yeah, but actually, this is a 600 LT long tail.
long term?
So and it's got these beautiful exhausts at the back now on the top. Bit more power, bit more weight. Less weight. It's an improvement of the 570S apparently. So we'll see about that. And there's a gold liveried F1 LT as well. Well, there's a convenient
Oh, yeah,
picture
Le
of it
Mans
there.
car.
And don't forget, this week McLaren announced that the BP23, the new F1 replacement, is going to be called the Speed Tail. So then they've released a little silhouette drawing of that as
The
well.
Speed Tail.
And you were going to say something really exciting about this car, weren't you?
Well, yeah, but no. Because that's the McLaren that was ruined by the regulations. They had the long tail, and it
okay.
doesn't look as pretty as the original proper McLaren F1 with no wings, short bodywork, front and rear. That doesn't look as good.
Rear wing for me, I like, but long tail, I'm
That's the
not a
racing
big fan of.
That's the racing
Of course it
version.
is. Of course it is. Oh, do you know who that is in there?
No.
It's yours truly again, but I'm not driving this time. I went up in the.
Well, they made you passenger because they didn't trust you at all.
Well, I've only got an MSA, I think, non-clubman license anyway. So I went up with a lovely lady called Sarah Bovey. Sarah Bovey, she's based at Spa, so what an amazing circuit to be based out of. So she's one of the Lamborghini test drivers as well, and Lamborghini drivers.
Is she Belgian or?
She is Flemish or Belgian, whatever you want to call it, and it was her first ever time. So first run, 9 o'clock Thursday morning, first time ever she's even been to Goodwood, and I had to educate her how to do some donuts, and she did it in style. So she did a donut on the turning around bit, and then she.
If you're listening to this, what's her name again?
Sarah Bovey.
Sarah Bovey. I want you to let me know this is true or not. He taught you when to do donut.
It is absolutely true. I didn't teach her how to donut, but she was amazing. Oh, Tiff. Look at this. You said to us in the Geneva roundup that you want some ordinary cars, so we've got you an ordinary Ford Focus.
This is more like it.
That's it. There we go. You tell me about it then,
Well,
Tiff,
I want something new. I don't want just an ordinary Ford Focus without it being something new.
Ford Focus.
Was it a new?
Talk to us about how you drift a Ford Focus RS, Tiff. Did you turn all the buttons off?
Yeah. You press it and hold it for 3 hours, then you wipe your bottom, and then you press the throttle pedal and the clutch pedal, then it works.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay, we need another Focus RS, please, Ford, if that's possible. But I think there's new stuff coming through, so probably because of this Focus that's come through now. The new BMW 8 was.
Yes. Is it big?
It's beautiful.
Is it?
Absolutely beautiful.
I was worried it might be too big.
No, it's not. It's beautiful. It's a little bit S-Class coupe, so it is quite big, but it's very, very nice proportions. The Tesla Model 3, lot of noise about this car. That's for sure. The stand was packed. I was there for 2 days, but the guys were there for all 4 days, and they said every time they went past there was a massive queue.
It's getting a little. When people say it's a great car, I'm very worried about that huge touchscreen thing in the middle, though, taking your eyes.
Oh, that was funny.
One thing that worries me the most.
That was very funny on the video of the Tesla race car you did, because you called it a Google screen.
Yeah, no. That got lots of people upset. Well, what do you call it then?
Well, it's an infotainment screen.
Yeah, it's the Google map, isn't it? You all knew what I meant. It's the Google screen in the middle. Anyway, why don't they just put a little speedometer, a little basic in front of you?
I love that screen on the Tesla. I love it.
No, I know, but with that 3, there's nothing in front of you. It's weird. So you've got to look away, and you've got to start touching everything. Country lane like this, touching everything. You only got to look at the wrong time.
But Tesla have said that if we want to use some cars, we can as well. We spoke to them at Festival of Speed, so that's good. I think I want to do, because you've got to be converted about this whole EV, about technology.
It's coming, but I think people are bragging about it before it's genuinely practical.
Singer, wow, the DLS launched. Guess how much that is?
Yeah, what was the DLS? Well, why is it a DLS?
Faster, more.
I'm not sure if I like that front splitter on that nose.
But
again, Singer are going crazy. Once again, right? You got a manufacturer that we all love, the basic entry-level Singer is fantastic, and they have to come out with these super. How much is that?
Well, I was going to ask you to guess, actually.
Have a guess. £1 million or something.
And some more. $1.8 million US dollars.
No,
absolutely nuts.
Nobody can afford to buy them.
Absolutely nuts. That's just a picture of the interior. Oh, I like this next one. Do you know what engine they put in this Aston Martin Signet?
Hopefully a V8.
It was a V8. I can, Dr. Andy Palmer, I just know that he's there going, just do it, guys. Somebody probably just wrote it on notice board for a joke. Great. They probably wrote it on, those, you get in offices, you get a suggestion board and you put it on there. Somebody was probably at the Christmas party, a little bit tipsy. Why don't we put a V8 in a Signet? And he probably saw it and said, yeah, why don't we? Let's do it.
But so many people got so snooty about that Signet when it came out. We all knew why they built it, because they had to get their average fuel consumption higher. So, that was an EU stupid law or something. And they ever got really upset by the Signet. I didn't mind a Signet. I thought it was quite cute.
It is cute. What a great little London car. I'm not sure now that it's got a V8 that it'd be a great little London car. Another disguised Toyota Supra was going up and down the hill.
What's that all about? When is this Supra actually coming out?
Well, they seem to be dragging out the whole launch of Supra. I don't know why, but it's still under the project name A90. It's not even officially a Supra, I don't believe. But I don't know. But it does look quite nice. Even under that disguise, it looked quite nice. Oh, nice and Japanese. This Nissan GT R50.
Vicious front end.
Oh my goodness! So it's a GTR, Nissan GTR, but it's been done by the guys at Italdesign. They do all these wonderful
It looks
Fiats
like it's
and
crashed
funky
into the
things.
back of a cardboard
No,
box.
Tiff, it's beautiful. It's
It's
really
got a cardboard box stuffed up
it's
its nose.
very, very, very cool. Very, very good looking car. But that's going to be over $1 million starting
here we go
price
again.
Wowzers. Porsche Speedster concept to celebrate Porsche's 70th birthday, designed to echo the 356 Speedsters. Now they were beautiful cars. Why are you shaking your head? There's a lot of love.
Just have a continuity 356.
Call it that instead of the Porsche Speedster concept.
Yeah.
I think that's a very beautiful car, actually, I have to say. I really do think it's very, very nice. I think we put something on our
It's got a
Instagram.
hunchback look about it.
You think so? Oh, I think it's really pretty. And that colour is what you would associate with one of the early Speedsters as well.
Yeah,
So
good
for
colour.
sure, all DBS, Andy Palmer, Dr. Andy Palmer. If ever, Dr. Andy Palmer, if you want
What's
to
he
come
a
out...
doctor of?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I was just going to say,
I've
if
never
you
known
want to...
Dr. Andy Palmer.
If he is Dr.
Hello,
Andy
Andy.
Palmer, come and have some dinner with us. Come and we'll buy you. Our budget's not great, so it will be.
Why do you want to give him dinner?
Well, because I think he's an interesting guy. I think
He
all
is
these
an
people
interesting
are
guy.
interesting people. So, and I think what he's doing with the cars at the moment, and what he's done with changing
We're going to start a new series, Dinner With.
dinner. Yeah, there you go. Dinner with.
Yeah, but if you're buying, it'll be the fish and chip shop or a pizza parlour.
Well, it's better than McDonald's, or is it better than McDonald's? If McDonald's, if you're listening, you want to give some sponsorship.
Yep, we can
you-
bring
yeah, we
Dr.
can-
Andy Palmer at McDonald's for dinner with Lovecars.
and we're very cheap. DBS, oh,
It
beautiful,
looks great.
beautiful,
I love the front
absolutely
grills.
beautiful.
I'm not a DB11 as you might think, but that's gorgeous.
Don't I know that, Tiff?
Yeah.
Oh, my old mate Horatio was.
Yeah, what did he come up with?
He
Goodwood
came with the
then?
Barchetta, his one of one Barchetta.
Well,
actually-
Huayra Barchetta.
No, Zonda. You say one of one. I think he's going to make 3 actually, and they're going to sell them for about 10 million euros each.
Has
which
there never
is,
been a Barchetta Zonda before then?
Never been a Barchetta, but there's been lots of roadsters, Spiders, roadsters, so Zondas. But and now, of course, they have the Huayra Roadster. 110 of those have been made and sold already. So, and I recognise that head as well. That is, if you're watching, that's my old mate Alberto Giovanni, the coolest cat in town for sure. He's
But Horatio Pagani, what a lovely man. He's just got passion.
well, we can definitely meet him for dinner. That's no problem.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Andy Palmer. Well, I think he's the big cheese.
I like
but,
this new series.
dinner with.
So it's McDonald's with Andy Palmer,
Well,
pizza
pasta
with Horatio Pagani.
Oh, the original Ford Mustang Bullet that Steve McQueen drove in the movie.
I bet someone challenges that because there's probably about 2 or 3 when they made the film.
Of course, they would
So-
have had.
But then, what a wonderful car! What a wonderful film! I mean, that's just proper iconic stuff.
So somebody drove that up the hill, as did somebody drive the new Mustang Bullet that we're both big fans of, aren't we? For
Yeah,
50k.
you must. I know.
50k. What does 50k get you these days? Doesn't even get you a decent ride on
This is proper
lawnmower.
stuff. The Americans are now doing manual, fun, rear-wheel drive
So funny.
muscle cars, and the Europeans are doing all flappy pedal, about £250,000 stuff.
Isn't it funny how it's gone the
I
complete
know.
other way round?
Yeah.
So many Americans growing up, they didn't even know what a manual was, or they couldn't even drive a manual. They would say to you, "Can you drive a stick?"
Stick. Can you drive a stick?
Oh, I'm not even going to talk about this. It's the Robo race car that went up the hill. Oh,
I
I'm
saw
not
that. I saw
interested.
that on the internet.
Not interested.
I thought I'd tweet about Robo race, more like Robo walk. I
Okay.
mean, that was
it's-
supposed to be at every Formula E race this year, doing a laps, show its speed. I think it didn't turn up at all.
Well, there was also a.
How many cars they have there? 2. They got 2 of them. No, that's the prototype.
There's
that's the
three. There's 3
original
different
thing.
ones there. So there were 3 different ones there, but
How many went up the hill? Just once.
just one, I believe. But there was also another car. I think it was an old Mustang as well that went up with a Siemens. It was supposed to be completely autonomous. But what I was watching is Lord March, or what's his new title now?
The Duke of Richmond and
the
Gordon.
Duke of Richmond and Gordon. He went up in this car, and the thing was zigzagging all over the place. Polestar, bit of Swedish muscle car
Yeah,
now.
I like this Polestar idea because it's now been taken in-house by Volvo, hasn't it? It's now, whereas it was like the AMG
Exactly.
of Mercedes, it's the Polestar.
And this thing actually, well, not this actual one, but there was an actual Polestar going up the hill, and the guy, good on him, or girl, whoever it was going sideways around corner 1. Nice to see, really nice to see. Oh, here we are. We got a bit of regalness. What do you think of the colour? I like
I
the
still
colour.
haven't seen it in the flesh.
No way, Tiff.
I still haven't seen it in the flesh.
Well, we can do a road test
It's
on
a
that as
big
well,
thing,
but
man.
not until they start doing the press drives towards the end of the year, sort of September, October.
That was that
time.
Goodwood, and I missed that.
Yeah, it was at Goodwood. We saw it being craned in actually onto the
You'd
stand.
have to
which is-
crane it in. It's so flipping big.
Well, it's kind of shorter than a Phantom, but a tiny bit bigger, about, I think, 13 inches bigger than the Ghost. So it's a big old unit, but it doesn't. I think it's 13 inches.
If you put a Range Rover beside it, it would look gigantic, would it, or not?
Extra wheelbase Range Rover, no, it wouldn't. It would
okay.
It looked probably about 9 or 10 inches bigger than that. So not too bad. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The first car to climb the hill at the event was completely autonomously, was developed by Siemens, as we were just saying. But really, it even says here that it zigzagged its way up at a very slow pace, and I think it had. Look away now, Siemens. I think the driver had to intervene a few times.
It
didn't quite go as well as they planned.
It's decades away, autonomous
We got
cars.
2 left, Tiff. BMW Performance Parts Concept M2. I don't really get that, but we need to get you into an M2. I'd like to see some sideways action on that. And we already spoke about McLaren, but the last but not least is the McLaren Senna. So
I love the look of that. People poo-poo the look.
Do you? Well,
What's wrong with this look? I think it looks better than the P1.
I think no, the P1 is beautiful.
No, well, that's beauty is in the behind. How many
McLaren.
Sennas are they making? Is that going to be a limited edition?
750.
What are they? 1 million.
Are they making 750? Oh my goodness! I'm going to be ridiculed now forever. They're £750,000 MSRP. Now I'm probably going to be ridiculed because that's probably dollars. I think we should end it now, Tiff. What do you think? Should we end it now? Cut.
Rain stops. Back to summer.
Okay. And don't forget, tell your friends, family, dogs, cats, whoever. Do we need subscribers? We just need views, really.
I don't know. I don't understand.
We just want people to enjoy.
We've got hardly any subscribers and lots of viewers. I don't know what that means.
It's not a bad thing. Long may that continue with the views, and thank you for watching, as always.
Thank you for watching. And stop littering my car up as well.